This is the moment a Russian drone strikes a shopping mall in central Ukraine. The attack came in the middle of the day when the building was crowded with civilians.
I ran out into the parking lot. There were very loud screams and there was a lot of fire and smoke. After that, I went back to my workplace to grab my phone so I could tell my friend not to come to the complex with her child, as they were due to arrive. And then there was a second explosion. There were a lot of casualties in the parking lot, a lot of blood, and the concrete slab in the parking lot was shattered.
Fire swept through the complex and emergency crews spent hours tackling the blaze.
We understand that this is terror, that it is an intimidation of ordinary citizens aimed at causing internal destabilization. There are no such facilities there. There could not and did not exist any military facilities nearby, not even any logistical facilities, just a shopping and entertainment center on a Friday evening.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says a second drone struck the site again shortly after emergency teams arrived at the wreckage. He described it as a deliberate attempt to hit rescuers.
All the necessary services have been deployed. Unfortunately, there are many casualties. It was an attack by several Russian drones. Deliberate, despicable, one after another.
The attack came just a day after another major Russian barrage on Kiev, killing 17 people.
The apartment is in a state of disrepair. As far as I understand, the authorities won't let us move back here. The next challenge is finding a place to live. Only time will tell how this all turns out.
Overnight, Russian ballistic missiles hit infrastructure in Kiev's Donetsk district, killing one person. A further Russian drone strike in Zaporizhzhia also caused casualties. Moscow has now intensified its use of drones and ballistic missiles in recent weeks, putting further pressure on Ukraine's already stretched air defenses.
The special military operation continues, and the more difficult the situation on the front line becomes for the enemy, the more brutal and barbaric the attacks carried out by the Kiev regime.
But the attacks are not moving in just one direction. Ukraine has stepped up long-range drone strikes inside Russia, targeting infrastructure it says is linked to Moscow's war effort. A warehouse belonging to online retailer Ozon was also hit in the Samara region, while Ukraine says it targeted an oil refinery there. For civilians on both sides, the geography of the war is expanding. And as Russian missile and drone attacks intensify across Ukraine, Kiev is increasingly taking the fight back to Russia. Meanwhile, in central Ukraine, the immediate priority is still the search for those who may be trapped beneath the rubble. Lape Olarinoye, TRT World.